First Alert Weather Center with First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin. I mean, we don't have a lot of vineyards over here. But,
a few.
Yeah. Well, the weather still matters no matter what.
It does, and weather for outdoor plans, we're heating up, so we're back to pools, but then we're tracking some changes, maybe eventually, way down the road here, a greater chance of rain in the First Alert forecast. But to what Joy was saying, we're not the only ones dealing with hotter weather. The West is as well. Some areas dealing with, in some instances, hotter than average weather, and that's going to be us this weekend by a few degrees. Mostly dry forecast for now, and officially in a drought. We have been for a bit now, and no sign of relief, at least here in the next few days. We are, though, watching the Gulf of Mexico and Western Caribbean for tropical development. The latest outlook there and how that could eventually impact the forecast across the southeast. First alert radar, rain chances slim. But while that may be the case, we're also not completely dry. A few teeny tiny little mountain showers developing right along the Lumpkin County line, just to the south of Blairsville here. In fact, small downpours, but near the Sarah community, it was pouring for a time. Again, barely, a mile and a half wide here, but technically not a completely dry day across North Georgia, though it has been for Metro Atlanta. And through that evening commute forecast to drive home, any Thursday dinner plans or later evening plans, no issues. Temperatures from the 80s back into the 70s. And tomorrow morning, not bad. We're waking up to upper 60s in the city of Atlanta, 64 Carrollton, 60 LJ. Look at Eatonton, though, 68. Bit more muggy and milder down there. Thomaston managing 66 degrees out the door tomorrow morning. Your morning commute forecast tomorrow. It's a Friday morning. You want to get to work on time, so you can leave a little earlier. Weather is not going to stop you this case. Temperatures warming from the upper 60s back into the lower 70s. A green light, could be some patchy fog, as there typically is this time of year in our river valleys, kind of our low spots as temperatures cool down overnight. We're warming back up pretty quickly, though, tomorrow morning. 72 at 9, but 82 at noon. Warmer lunch hour tomorrow afternoon with a better shot at mid to upper 80s across much of North Georgia, especially from the core of the metro on to the south. Even Rome could manage 91 tomorrow afternoon. Average high is 83, so we're well above average tomorrow. 88 in Atlanta, Helen 86, LJ 85, 89 Athens, 89 in Eatonton. Of course, a couple of neighborhoods between these spots could hit 90 degrees tomorrow. So the warming trend continues, still mostly dry, but there's a less than 20% chance of rain, especially far north metro on up into the mountains. We'll kind of cap it at 10%. Saturday's mostly dry. We're reaching 90, 91 Sunday. Ironically, the first official, day of autumn. And then notice rain chances Tuesday, Wednesday, not tropical related, but there is something to watch, especially here in the Western Caribbean, Southern Gulf of Mexico, a medium chance of tropical development. That is beyond the 7-day forecast. Lots of uncertainty, but if travel plans take you to the Gulf or Western Caribbean, we will need you to keep an eye on the forecast, and we'll keep you updated right here.
Thank you, Cutter. And coming up at